Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gate in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The RPO, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Looking for room. It Smothers. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the first down. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Ole Miss offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to go.
Running inside. It's Gill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the...
There he goes. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. So they're gonna send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Play action. Here's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Arch Madness. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It smothers. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Manning on play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns!
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his second rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you've got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. Windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Number 96 set to kick this one off.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Rebels offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Gill.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Might be changing the route. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's second and 4. Manning with a play fake. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, and getting the long touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Lacey. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pocket breaking down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Manning to throw. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 10 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Gill. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Lacey. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Lacey. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. To throw, Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Brown. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Ripping off. Chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Here's Arch to throw. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Manning. Right on the money. Touchdown, Texas. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
Set to advance on the board, Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Got it down the field. And they'll get him down inside the 10-yard line, but hang on, a yellow flag is out, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger.